Tell you what though, boy oh boy. Oh man! The thrower blanket over them. But it's battle stations, white flag comes out. She's on for young and old this one. Has he got the job done? Looks like he has on the inside. The pace is electric out in front.
Blue Group, final heat. Brought to you by Simpson Automotive.
Last chance for some of these drivers to try and get those points in. As soon as we have our 3 combined points, we'll give them all out to you. That's furiously being done by the fantastic staff here down in the office. Here we go, Blue Group Heat 3.
Sidwell on the outside. 89V on the inside. Look at Josh Prentice. 1 NZ up to second place. Started on the second row. He will not muck around.
Oh, hard contact in the wall with the 27 car. Craig Miller from Rotorua.
Big hits down the back straight there.
Pinball alley. Gemma Palmer got caught up as well in the 14B.
It's on for young and old.
The 89 car from Wanganui out in front. Blair Lockett needs big points if he wants to try and go through. Being hunted down by the defending champion, Josh Prentice, who's had a pretty good night so far, has not been out of the top 3. You heard from Ethan Rees that this track is fast tonight.
And it certainly looks that way, Mike. It is very quick.
Lovell in 3rd place. Gisborne, oh, another car going to the grass. That back straight really is catching them out.
Seen a lot of them hit the wall there, Mike.
Lovell, look at Lovell attacking Prentice out in front.
Big push from Jason Lovell.
Well, Lovell's just got to try and make sure he can get some points. 67 car from Gisborne needs big points here in this 3rd heat race. He's only on 31.
67G of Lovell chasing down the 1 NZ of Josh Prentice, closing the gap. Prentice doesn't muck around, Mike Wilson. It's all on.
Clark in the 29 car is in 4th place. Then the 45R of Wepper. Top 6, Keegan Orr in the 735. Keegan's got to be cautious.
Lovell's around contact. Oh, there's a change for the lead there. Prentice gets in front of Blair Lockett. The 1 NZ takes the lead. Adding on to tonight's form.
Absolutely on form, the 1 NZ. He's brought his A game, no doubt about that. He's had some issues during the season. Looks like it's all sorted out here tonight in qualifying. He's getting tight down that back straight. 3 wide, down into turn 3.
That battle's not over. Blair Lockett still wants to challenge for first place. He's not far behind. Don't count him out, but look for Josh Prentice to pull out a gap.
Yeah, look at the pace of the 1 NZ.
Oh, it's a little bit crossed up.
Gemma Palmer's a lap down in the 14 car. Remember, she's not featuring in this race up the front. And there's a whole host of cars wanting those other positions from 4th through to about 8th place.
Josh Prentice is getting a little bit crossed up there, which is allowing Blair Lockett to catch up to him. 4 to go.
Well, Lockett is quick, isn't he, in that 89 car?
Very quick, Mike.
He knows he needs these points. He needs every single point he can get in that 89 from Wanganui.
There's no challenge from 3rd or 4th place with Keegan Orr and Jason Lovell there. These two are running away with it.
Yeah, there's 2 back markers in amongst between 2nd and 3rd place on the racetrack.
And that's what will separate them. So Prentice holding a decent gap, half a second back to Blair Lockett.
2 to go. Down the back straight for Prentice. Well, he's had a 2nd, he's had a 3rd. Will he back it up with a race win in the 3rd round? He's got just on 389 metres to go.
Josh Prentice down into turn 1.
Hollyman's in front of him from Hawke's Bay. Oh, we go red.
Red.
Go red for the car on turn 4.
Down there with the half a lap to go.
The current race order, 1NZ Prentice, 89 for Wanganui of Lockett, 67G Lovell. I don't know if that will be enough points for Lovell. We'll have to wait and see the official results. 84 from Stratford. Some of these drivers they're pretty relaxed, actually.
Oh, yeah, that's what I like about the stock car class. You know, despite what I just said, they're very relaxed.
Even Peter Rees, when he came into the pits after the incident in his first race, he had a smile on his face.
When I had a chat to him, you know, when I interviewed him, he had a smile on his face. So it's great to see. Right, are we set to go green again? Half a lap to go for our leader, the 1NZ, Josh Prentice, followed by Blair Lockett. Red lights out, green lights. We are go once again. Josh Prentice leading the way. Rounds turn number 4. Josh Prentice, that is why he's got the 1NZ on the door, takes the win.
Well, he's just completed the set tonight. A win, a second, a third.
That is more than enough to get you through to the finals, I think. Josh Prentice, the 1NZ, crosses the line in first. 89 for here, Blair Lockett, second place. Third place goes to Jason Lovell. Barker, the 84S in fourth place, and Clark, 29G in fifth place. What a display of racing from Josh Prentice, Mike Wilson.
Yeah, that's it. That's how you do it. That's what a 1NZ should do, and he's just proved that he's a class apart, certainly in this group. Of course, tomorrow night, he's going to come up against 29 other drivers that all fancy their chances as well. And to be fair, anyone that makes this field tomorrow night has a chance to win that championship.
Oh, anything can happen. This is the stock cars. Race 3, Orange Group. Grids are Grid 1, 13H. Grid 2, 33S. Grid 3, 43R. Grid 4, 91W. Grid 5, 19N.
Those are your cars up the front row there in this one, Billy. There's a few gaps out there.
There are a few gaps, yeah, I'd imagine. Oh, no one's down there for the 3-minute bell. So a couple of cars maybe not making it out on track. Alrighty, just a little message from our promoter for tomorrow night. We are starting early tomorrow night, 5:45. The 24 top qualifiers will head to the infield for the introduction, but we're about to go racing. Away we go. The 33S leads the way, the 91W, 15W, the 96B is in there as well. Very solid start to heat number 3 for the Orange Group. And it is a lane that leads from Walker, Thomas, Symes and Johnston. Oh, big hit in the middle. Oh, chain reaction down at turn 2. Cars stuck on each other. Once you're in the way, you're in the way. Oh, how's this going to play out? The 91W goes to the top, the 33S to the bottom and takes the lead. Oh, Alan Wong gets the stuck traffic there, the 55R. 91W lane, second place. Walker, 33S, leading the way, followed by Symes, Johnston and Thomas in 5th place. So we got red. We've got a car in the wall up the top of the track there. Can't quite see who that is, but our safety crew is making their way down there. 85 GM. Brittany Carpenter, all the way from Greymouth. a very successful night so far. Red lights are out. Green lights ablaze. We are racing once again. Walker leads away from Lane, Symes, Johnson and Thomas. That's your top 5. Where is our leader? He is down at turn 2, heading down the back straight. 33S, followed by the 91W is a few car lengths back, I believe. The gap is just under a second. There you go, 0.98 of a second. So our leader with 6 to go, halfway through the race. 33S leads the way. This is the Orange Group, brought to you by East's Outdoor Work and Leisure. The 91 getting in the mix with the 96. Lane and Symes getting all up in each other's grill. It's all happening here at Zealand Speedway for the 2018 NTF Finance New Zealand Stockcar Championships. Walker, very comfortable lead, 1.9 seconds, almost 2 seconds over second place. Fastest lap of the race so far belongs to Lane, 17.6355. Like I said, 2 seconds to the car behind. A very comfortable cushion as he crosses the line. It's lap 10, 2 to go. Sorry, 3 to go. Making his way down the front straight into turn 1. A commanding lead, stretches the gap out to 2.1, ups it by 0.2 of a second. So they're all battling to get into that final heat. Lead cut down to 1.6. Lane is catching Walker. He took 0.6 of a second out of him. Oh, big hit down at turn 1. Is that the 98G in that one? And they're in the wall. 98G and Keegan Levine, the 4W in the wall. Oh, they're not letting up. The leaders have gone through on their final lap. Oh, how did Levine get through that one? But it's all eyes on Walker. 33S makes his way around the final corner. Checkered flag. Takes the win. And we've got a car on its route. Can't quite see who that is down there. Is it 7? 7B?
47 by the look of it. Is it 47?
No, that's 7B.
Few gaps on the grid here for Red Group. That helps out those drivers that have a back grid starting position here in this third heat. Here we go, they throw the green. Side by side down into turn number 1, but it's the 99 from Gisborne that leads out. Mason O'Dwyer leading down the back straight. As you can see them running high through 3 and 4, they really are jumping around the racetrack down there. But as they cross the line for the completion of lap number 1, it's the 99G of Dwyer in front of the 72 from Stratford. Bevan Phillips chasing hard with Burmeister in there in the 172 for third. Both those drivers in second and third place need huge points out of this third heat race. Change of the race lead now. Phillips muscled his way through in the 72 car from Stratford. O'Dwyer back to third. Burmeister's fourth. Potaka in the 52 car. Oh, plenty of sparks flying down that back straight. They do seem to have more of an issue on the back straight than they do on the home straight. We've got a couple of cars pushing each other down that straight as the race leader just dives through. Didn't even back off in the Easy Steel 72 car. And a change of order further back. Well, they're going for it for that third place position, 2 wide in fourth and fifth. They sort that out off turn 4. But there's no doubt about Phillips. He's got some great pace, 17.9. One of the fastest in this third round. O'Dwyer there and still hanging on for second place. Good drive for the Gisborne boy. The 147M car into the fence. That doesn't concern the race leaders though, as Phillips carries on with 6.5 to go. O'Dwyer in second. Burmeister hunting him like a shark down there in that third place position. Potaka's staying in front of McClymont in the 4M car. We are gone half race distance now, 6 to go. Mooney back there in about 6th position. Not going to transfer straight through. Moves down the back there. Oh, we've got car into the wall. That catches out the 16 car of Loveridge from Hawke's Bay. Phillips, still the race leader. The 72 car from Stratford. Bevan Phillips, who went into this race on 36 points. Could come out of it with 62. Will that be enough? 99 O'Dwyer still in second spot. Third place Burmeister. O'Dwyer was able to shrug that challenge off. Only by about 4 car lengths though, as we got 3 to go. 17.6 for O'Dwyer. Arguably one of the fastest cars on the racetrack tonight, the 99. Local knowledge again perhaps coming to the play as these cars are pinballing around the back of the field. 16B Josh Loveridge, he's been right in the thick of the action. The 97K car's been caught up with one of the back markers also, that's Cheatham. Cheatham trying to push the 23 car out of the way. White flag is out for the race leader. Down the back straight. Very fast heat race for this red group. Third heat, brought to you by Above Board Floor Sanding. The checkered flag will come out. Again, a hard hit down in front of the commentary position. And it's the 97K car involved in that again. Oh, hard! Very, very hard hit. The 36 car. Wow, 36 of Clinton Cheatham from Kiki. Absolutely nailed the 33 from Wanganui. Trezan Ryland Annabelle, who had already had issues down here with the 97 car of Casey Cheatham. And I'll tell you what, there was some payback right there. Wow. Family payback.
one for the night. Green group out for their final hit out with thanks to Autotech. Revs rise, green light, we are away. Fantastic start by our two off the front row. They're all battling for sheep stations. 37S leads the way, but it's going to be a battle. Oh no! Is that both our leaders off into the infield? It is! The 24 and the 37, Denham and Melling off into the infield. That gives the lead to the 61G of McClune. Rhodes and Macbeth in second and third respectively. What a start to proceedings here for the final event of the night. 28K Worthington up into the wall. But the 37 and the 24, those two started off the front. They will not be happy with each other. Oh, sparks flying everywhere. Oh, we've got a car around down at turn 4. That's going to cause a little bit of a pile up there, I think. Gets it out of the way. Quite luckily, 24B and the 37S still motoring around. But it is McClune that leads the way from the 41B of Swift. Matt Fippen, 35P. 208 of Brooks and Spanik in 5th. So another Gisborne car, McClune leads the way, 61G. And he's making his way around turns 1 and 2 currently. Another Gisborne driver at the top, can he hold on to it? Swift has been on form all night. Cameron Swift, that is, second place, hard charger. Running the same livery as the Hawke's Bay Hawkeyes. Superstock team did last a couple of weeks ago in Palmerston North. The 35P of Fippins, Matt Fippins in 4th place. Brooks has had a good night as well. He's in, more sparks, he's in 3rd place. But crosses the line for lap 7 does our leader McClune. His fastest lap so far is 17.88. Fastest lap of the race so far, I believe, belongs to Cameron Swift, 17.8694. That was on lap 5. So he's still leading the way. And another car goes around. I think this is 24 that's gone around again down at turn 4. So McClune, the Gisborne driver, the local hero, still leading the way. Will it be another win for a Gisborne driver tonight? Here at Eastern Group Raceway for the MTF Finance New Zealand Stockcar Champs. Two more laps for our leader, McClune. Cameron Swift, second, Brooks third. Still leading the way is McClune. White flag. And checkered flag must be coming for our winner. McClune gets it. William McClune over Cameron Swift. Blake Brooks in 3rd. Unofficial results here. 35P of Matt Fippen. 5th place goes to the 192R of Josh Fraser. 6th goes to Andrew Dudinsky. 7th place, 18R of Jaden Steiner. Well, that's our last heat of the night. Off time for the yellow group, 53V versus the 95A. Who's it going to be? Lonergan versus James. Lonergan off to a fantastic start. Takes the lead over James as they head down into turn 3 and 4.
Absolutely crucial this is.
Of course. Whoever wins this will get into the final. It is 4 laps, 1 down. There's a touch! Oh, that's going to be a big hit. We felt that one in the commentary box. Lonergan gets away with it, but James doesn't. Has that given him an invoice? Is it over and done with? Is there any catching up from that one, Mike? That was a hit if I've ever seen one.
It's not over yet. It's 4 laps. Remember, anything can happen in stock cars.
That's
We
right.
Can't wait for it to.
2 to go. Anything can happen in stock cars, and it usually does. Lonergan has a fantastic lead. The key here is James going to slow down to try and block Lonergan, or is he going to try and catch up? What is the tact? Lonergan, final lap, white flag. Will he make it through to the final? White flag for James, but it looks like it is going to be Grant Lonergan. 95A will make it through to the final for the New Zealand Stockcar Championships, brought to you by MTF Finance. So if you have just joined us here at Eastland Group Speedway, a very warm welcome to the MTF Finance 2018 New Zealand Stock Car Champs. I've got Mike Wilson alongside me, calling majority of the racing tonight.
A Midas Speedway New Zealand Championship, arguably the hardest one there is to win.
Yeah, very, very difficult.
Pressure
30
race.
cars, yeah. Pressure race, 30 cars in this one. The first repechage. Top 3 will go through to the final. The rest of them will be tier 2. And then we'll have another repechage.
Doesn't actually tell us the laps in our program either, so we'll wait for the NatSoft equipment to come into line. The more laps, the better, they'll be thinking, for the drivers near the back.
Yeah, that's right. Imagine the nerves that these guys are feeling right now, Mike.
All day as well.
Yeah, of course, and all night.
Especially if there was no damage to the car. It's better sometimes if you've got a lot of work to do. Keeps your mind off things. Actually, I went for a big cycle ride around the city today, and I saw a lot of motels with a lot of people working on cars.
Yeah, well, I saw that today as well. Just quickly, if you own a car in the car park, registration HNF 108, so that is HNF 108, you have left your lights on. HNF 108, you have left your lights on. Perks of commentating, Mike.
Do it after this race. You don't want to miss this.
Oh, you don't want to miss, well, do it after the other repechage because you don't want to miss that either.
Plenty of jumper cables around the stadium if you ever need them.
That's right. So this should be a very intense race. It looks like we are ready to go. Thumbs are up.
2:17 on pole. Haywood in the 94 will go from 2. Let's see what the push is like. The MTF Finance Gisborne Ute will make its way off the track. We're about to throw the green. Repechage, number 1. Great start for Haywood, but here comes the 99 car down the inside. The Gisborne car leading down the back straight.
What a fantastic start it was from the Gisborne car, Mike. That was a great start. Haywood slips back to third in the 217 into second place, but a pretty tidy start in the mid-pack there, Mike.
Yeah, O'Dwyer it is though for Gisborne, leading at the completion of lap number 1. Tees, the South Island champion, chasing in second place. Then it's Haywood in third. Lovell's in fourth place in the 67 car. Gisborne are having a good run in these early laps.
Gisborne are having a fantastic run. It was Tees, of course, had a pretty interesting night last night. He was the South Island champ. He'll be looking for some redemption.
Tees has just gone wide on the exit of turn 4, and Haywood has gone through, but the top 3 have broken away.
They have, and our 2NZ's having trouble as well. 82p in the wars down at turn 1 there. Haywood sitting pretty in second place and Tees in third.
Well, we go red.
Got red for the 82p in the wall down here, I believe, Mike.
Yeah, the 82 car. Current race order, 99 O'Dwyer from Gisborne. Then it's the 94M of Haywood, 217. Keatley Tees, the South Island champion, currently in a qualifying position. 76 from Palmerston North. Renwick, he could be the first Palmerston North car through. That's amazing right. Last night that did not happen.
We did mention that no Palmerston Norths cars as of yet have qualified, so it'll be interesting to see.
67 car of Lovell, another Gisborne car, right in there with a chance.
Maybe the cause of that incident.
Well, our top 3, yeah, quite possibly, our top 3 are going to need to make a good start.
Oh, they
O'Dwyer feeling the pressure out in front perhaps in the 99 car.
Haywood looking strong. Tees behind.
Big flags drop, lights out, back to green.
Racing once again.
Good start, O'Dwyer.
O'Dwyer gets a fantastic start. So does Haywood. The top 3 all got an immaculate start.
Tees in third place. Needs to keep the pace up because the 76 of Renwick is charging on him. Tees now dives to the inside on Haywood.
And there's contact as well. Tees goes around.
Tees gets turned around by Renwick. Renwick now in that transfer spot.
All's fair in stock cars, but look at Caitlin Haywood right on the back of O'Dwyer as they head down the back straight.
Well, I think Lovell's the one we should look at. The 67 car, the mean green machine down into turn 3, who's trying to put the moves on the 76 car of Renwick. Takes him to the wall.
In the wall, side by side, down into turn 1 they will go. Haywood throws it up the inside of O'Dwyer. They're side by side.
Lovell goes through to a transfer spot. We've got a long way to go in this repechage.
It's not over yet, Mike.
O'Dwyer doing a good job running the high line.
Haywood still a lot. Who's that?
Contact. Vickery in the 26 car from Stratford.
Look at the hustle that Caitlin Haywood has got on our leader, O'Dwyer.
Gemma Palmer just trolling slowly here in the 14 car, right out on the fence.
76p if Renwick goes around. He was in a qualifying position at one point.
We have got 8 laps to go. 2 Gisborne cars in a transfer position, race fans. Can they double the numbers of qualifiers with 1 repechage? Haywood, though, looking very fast down the inside into turn 3.
The car's coming to her a bit there, Mike, and she's looking very racy. She is in a qualifying position, so she doesn't want to make too many desperate moves, but she's falling back into the clutches of the 67 of Lovell.
7 to go. Vickery is lurking back there in that 26S car. Oh, there's some smoke coming out of the back of the 67. Let's hope that's not tyre smoke and that car lasts until the end of this repechage.
Oh, they're getting into lap traffic. This is where it becomes interesting, Mike, because they could just get in the way. How will they fare?
Oh, the 99 car actually just hugged the pole line and didn't get in the way of everybody, but look at this bunch now. And Vickery is in there. The 26 car is going to move Lovell up high on the banking. Haywood gets nailed and gets trapped.
No way!
Haywood out of this transfer.
Look at the 26 of Vickery, challenging for the lead and takes it.
Well, Vickery, I told you, he was coming on strong.
He was, and O'Dwyer ends up rubbing the wall there.
And Lovell goes through for second place.
Through.
The Gisborne cars have got to be, we go red. Well, we go red, and as we went red, the race leader did a reverse. No, not the race leader, that blue car down there, the 98 possibly, did a reverse spin right in front of them. Wow, this repechage. It's a great way to kick off night 2 here for the MTF Finance Gisborne New Zealand Stock Cars. Let's have a look at our running order. It is the 26 car of Vickery. 99 O'Dwyer still there in second place for Gisborne. Crucially in third place, the 67G of Lovell. Fourth place on the track is 2NZ Mooney. Now Mooney, trying to spot him there. He's right behind that pole for my sight line.
It was a 9.9 that went around there.
Mooney's kind of been the invisible man in this race.
Oh, he has. He had trouble off the start, our 2NZ. We saw him spinning out the exit of turn 4 there. But
we've got a long way to go.
Back up.
Well, we're not going to jinx him too much, but it's been a great repechage so far as we get ready to throw back to green. Lights are out. Oh, he's moved.
Well, it's a jump start from the 26S.
Well, that's going to be an interesting scenario, and we'll wait and see what happens there.
So it is Vickery from O'Dwyer and Lovell. They are your top 3 as the 56H tries to stop Lovell. So our top 3 evenly spaced out. The gaggle of cars that are all fighting down the back straight.
Mooney's being blocked. Mooney down the back straight is being blocked. He has dropped a long way back now from third place. He's managed to shrug them off now with 3 laps to go.
Let's see what sort of drive he can put in to get up to third place. He'll want to be in that final.
Vickery leading out on track in the 26 car from Stratford. 2 laps to go. 99 O'Dwyer in second place. Third place, 67 car of Lovell.
Now watch out for the 26S here. Caitlin Hayward was the one that was put on the wall. Will she try and challenge? Maybe not. She's just going to try and keep out of the way. But she's going to try and push one of these out of the way. But it still stands as Vickery, O'Dwyer and Lovell as your top 3. Lovell challenging. Is that our 2N? No, 2NZ still carrying on. We've got a couple of cars in the wall down in turns 3 and 4. 735, I think that's Keegan Levine in the wall.
They're going to come to the checkered flag. Vickery off the turn, takes the race win. Second place, O'Dwyer. Third place across the stripe is Lovell in the 67.
So, automatically advancing.
Well, we're going to have to wait and see if there is an issue, which we won't talk about it. It's not up to us up here to judge anything. We're simply the commentators. We see things, we talk about them. We don't have opinions. So across the stripe, 26S of Vickery. Two Gisborne cars, ladies and gentlemen, through to our MTF Finance Gisborne top 20, top 30. Well, we've got 27 now, and we've just doubled the numbers of Gisborne cars. Brilliant. Vickery with the win in the 26S. 99G Mason O'Dwyer for second. 67G Jason Lovell for third. The 517 car in fourth place. That, of course, is Woods. Then it's the 29G of Clark.
Right, down here with Mitch Vickery. Thanks for that, mate. Sash presentation, of course, you won that repechage. Pretty hard one, just quickly.
Yeah, started from grid 22, had my work cut out for me, but got off to a pretty lucky run in the first lap and just picked my way through from there. So, yeah, pretty stoked with that.
Awesome, you've qualified. Thanks MTF Finance here, pick yourself out. Hey, Sash. Mason O'Dwyer, that was an intense battle up the front.
Yeah, no, it was good. There was a few fast cars up there, and when Mitch came through, that was good. But yeah, overall happy.
Next up, another Gisborne driver in the final, Jason Lovell. Just quickly, another difficult one out there for you, mate.
Yeah, it was. It was all about sort of just keeping it clean and staying out of trouble, and yeah, we managed to get there just.
So there we have it, our first 3 from the first repechage. Back to you, Mike, for the second run.
MTF Finance pace chute looking resplendent in its colours. Newly branded colours for MTF Finance around the country. They've went away from the old yellows, now they're predominantly white. Just look down here at the pit gate. The pit gate has been locked and loaded. The catch fence is up. The pace chute will make its way off the racetrack. The lights will go green. Repechage number 2. Great stuff from the inside. The 208 car of Blake Brooks leads down the back straight. The 78 of Johnston. on the hammer, goes high, drops down the banking, 3 cars to the grass. I think one of them is Ben Milne as they disappear out of the dust. Look at that. It's just like Kmart car park at Christmas time. They're racking and stacking. Brooks is out in front. Johnson from Wanganui in second place. Thomas in the 15W car in third. Already the race leaders will go through into the back markers. And they are using all of the racetrack here in these early laps of this repechage. Brooks is just running away. The 208 car running away with this race lead. Just about to cross the start-finish. Second place is Johnson in the 78 from Wanganui. Thomas from Wellington in the 15 car is third. Then it's the 22 Huntley car of Hepworth. Ethan Anderson from Hawke's Bay is up into the top 5 now in the 261. Well, they're all over the track. There's no spare space out on this racetrack right now. As we try and look back for our race leader. Down into turn 3 and 4. It's the 15W car now of Thomas who's gone through to take the lead. (15W) right in front of commentary position right now as he goes down onto the back straight. It's still a 22H of Hepworth second, the 124 of Dudunsky is third, and coming on strong is the 9V of Swan in fourth. Swan looking to attack. Well, they're having to move over these back markers. Thomas has got to be a little cautious in the front. The 15W car going high up the banking in turn 3. Being caught now by the 22H car of Hepworth. Thomas, smart move, went high, then dropped right back down to the bottom of turn 4. We've got 8 laps to go. Left rear damage for the 7 car. Baxter from Wanganui. And we go red. That is for the car stuck up there on turn number 4. You can see the left front wheels collapsed completely on that green car parked up on the turn 4 fence. And that was our early race leader, the 208 car, Blake Brooks. Hero to zero very quickly in stock car racing. 15W of Thomas is current race leader, Hayden Thomas, with the 22 car from Huntley of Les Hepworth in second place. 124 in third place, Dudunsky. He was coming on strong. The 85 car of Carpenter in fourth. 882 Jurgelites in fifth. Swan in the 9V is your current top 6. Keeping on this restart, the 15W. We can see Ben Milne parked up on the infield from Hawke's Bay in the 76 car. The 84 from Palmerston North parked up there as well. The 494 car from Kiki on the infield. Having a look on the replay of what happened to the 208 car. Brooks took a wild ride to the grass down the back straight, popped out, back out in front of a car that I think just drilled him into the fence. We get ready to go back to our green light. What happens in a restart now for stock cars? The green light, the red light goes out, there's a pause, no movement, then the greens will come on. Here we go. Thomas, 15W, race leader. Crosses the line with 7 to go. Closely followed by the 22 car of Hepworth from Huntley. 124 car still showing in third place. We'll check that next time they come past the timing stripe. Thomas still leading, 6 to go. Dudunsky still in third in the 124, Jurgelite in the 882. 2 cars hard in the wall. Wow, that was our third place getter. Dudunsky gets turned around on turn 2. That'll shuffle up the pack further back in those minor positions, but it was a transfer spot. Thomas leading. Down the back straight. Fires it into turn number 3. Hepworth goes a little deeper in the 22H. 4 laps to go. Third place now, crucially, is the 882 of Jurgalite. A Palmerston North car might yet make this field. Thomas down to 3. A back marker in front. 3 laps to go. Hepworth's not wanting to do anything silly, just running cautious, staying half a car length behind the race leader. They're on the back mark of the 55R car. They've got to be cautious of Alan Wong, because Wong knows there's a lot of Rotorua cars in that final. He might want to be a spoiler here at the moment. Now we see a challenge for the race lead from Hepworth. Hepworth down the inside of Thomas, side by side. Wong's on the outside, the back marker. Thomas prevails. He's still hanging on the outside. Wong's trying to take them out. Oh, he's got him. He's got the 15. I told you Wong was going to be an upset. And he certainly has. He's taken Thomas out of that qualifying spot. And that has left the 22H of Hepworth out there on his own. They'll make the run round to take a checkered flag. It all changed. Coming down to the line. The checkers are out. They will wave for the 22 from Huntley, taking the race win. I can hear some very excited fans down here in the pit area. Well, we'll wait for this noise to quieten down. We'll give you those unofficial top 3. Billy's still down there. I think he'll go straight back down and do the sash presentation. No, the 22H, Les Hepworth, has made the transfer position with a win in the second repechage. Second place, the Palmerston North 882 of Brad Jurgalite. Third place is going to go to the 85 car, the Greymouth car of Brittany Carpenter. Those are your 3 final qualifiers, ladies and gentlemen. Just missing out was the 73R car of Rumney. Symes from Hawke's Bay in the 96 was 5th. Simons in the 13H car rounded out your top 6. But there you have it, the 22 from Huntley, Les Hepworth taking the win and the transfer. Second place, 882P, Brad Jurgalite. And third place, the 85 from Greymouth, Brittany Carpenter.
Les Hepworth, just quickly, Les, that was a hard-fought win.
Yeah, mate, it was pretty exciting out there.
Good stuff. We'll find out your grid position here. Thanks to MTF Finance if you want to draw yourself a sash out of there. We'll head over to Brandon Jurgalite. That was a difficult one, mate.
Yeah, I didn't expect to finish in second, but absolutely stoked. So only Palmy car, I think, to qualify. So happy as.
You're right with that one, mate. The only Palmy car through. You must be feeling pretty happy.
Yeah, well, it's a shame we couldn't get more of the boys through, but no, good effort. So happy as.
The only Palmy car in the final. We'll go grab Britt Carpenter. Greymouth must be feeling pretty happy about that.
Oh yeah, that was a bit of a shock.
You look pretty excited when you rolled up in the car.
Yeah, I started 28, so didn't really expect to get third.
Well done, good stuff. So there it is. Your grid is set for the final of the MTF Finance 2018 New Zealand Stockcar Champs. Back to you, Mike.
New Zealand Stockcar Championship brought to you right here at Eastland Group Raceway. Billy, last night, an amazing meeting.
That's right, Mike. It was certainly a fantastic night. It was a great way to kick things off. We saw a lot of tumbles. We saw some upsets. We saw some hometown heroes from Gisborne come and take some wins. So it certainly sets ourselves up for a fantastic night tonight.
But importantly, like you said, 2 Gisborne cars in the finals. Plenty to cheer for the locals.
That's right, yeah, it's always good to see cars from this track, of course, from a home track in any championship, getting through to that final. A major upset we saw last night, Peter Rees unfortunately took a tumble down at turn 4, rolled the car, there was a fire under the car, and that put a hole in the oil sump just like that, and unfortunately that was his final New Zealand Stock Cars Hamps over and done with.
Yeah, he wasn't quite expecting to retire so suddenly. You know, he wanted to put a good showing on here, especially in front of home fans, but 127 Ethan Rees stepped up. He topped his group. 2NZ Dion Mooney, the first shock, second shock really after Peter. He didn't qualify either. He possibly can go through into the repechage, but the 1NZ of Josh Prentice top qualifier over all of those groups, and the guy was never out of the top 3.
That's right. What a display it was from our current 1NZ. You know, that is why he's got 1NZ on the car. It was a first, a second and a third for Josh. We had a chat to him before last night. He was quite relaxed that he went out there and let the driving do the talking, and that's what a lot of these drivers did last night.
Tell you what though, boy oh boy.
Oh, man! The Trello black got over them. But it's battle stations. White flag comes out. She's on for young and old, this one. Has he got the job done? Looks like he has on the inside. The pace is electric out in front.
Down here with Brendan Time, mate. You've qualified, was it 28th in your first heat there, so you got your work cut out for you?
Yep, definitely 28, but someone's got to do it and try and make some spots as we race the race. 15 laps is a long race, so the plan is to go forward.
That's right. We've seen some pretty chaotic racing so far this weekend, and sort of, I suppose, if you start down the back, you can end up by the front by the first lap sometimes. You never know.
We've seen it in the repechages in the last couple. There's 10 to 12 cars going corner 3 and 4, and the back runners are coming on through down the inside. So luck has to be on your side a little bit as well.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Brendan Ty, starting 28th tonight.
Cool. Thank you.
Cheers. Down here with Cameron Swift, the 41B out of Hawke's Bay, mate. You've had a pretty decent run last night.
Yeah, it was really good actually. Really impressed with myself. Just hope tonight goes as well as last night.
You feeling the nerves?
No, not really at the moment. Probably when I'm on the dummy grid it will kick in, but yeah.
Okay, where are you starting tonight, mate?
Starting off grid 8 in the first one, so not sure where I start in the next ones after that though.
All right, best of luck for tonight.
Cheers, thank you.
Down here with Gary Lonergan, sorry mate. Interesting runoff last night.
Yeah, it was quite good. Just a matter of keeping it clean and hopefully come out of it good.
Surprisingly, the Odin runoff, and we made mention that we thought there might be more, but you got served, I think, or it might have been the other way around into turn 1, and that was all she wrote. You managed to sail off with it.
Yeah, it was a good hit. A young fella that's pretty keen, so it's good.
Good stuff, that cycle. We like to breed him tough. Where are you starting for your first heat, mate?
Got grid 17, so got a lot of work to do in the first one.
Work cut out for you?
Yeah, always hard work, but see how we go.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Just behind me, ladies and gentlemen, you can see those who have made it into the New Zealand Stockcar Finals, Championship Finals, lining up on the dummy grid. This is where it all counts. This is where it all starts. It's about to get heated, ladies and gentlemen. Sit tight. 30 cars.
Heat number 1, 15 laps,
and
brought to you by MTF Finance in Gisborne.
They are currently rolling out. It is Taylor Lamp first out the gate with the 992W all the way from Wellington. Plenty of Wellington cars, 8 Wellington cars in fact in this one. Mike, wow, how's that?
Yeah,
30 cars.
It's a big percentage of the field.
It is.
Could come into play in Heat 3. They're all individualists right now. They've all got their eyes on those points.
And we're looking set to go here. We've got the wave from the man at the back of the grid. That striking MTF pace suit Ford Ranger pulls away.
Here we go. The lights will go out. We go green. We are racing heat number 1. And there you got it. Ethan Rees straight to the race lead. Dives down to the pole line.
And watch him run away with it. McLaughlin on the outside of Lamp. They were side by side through the first turn. There's a little bit of biff and bars between those two. Is that oh, look at that. We've got a car on the wall.
That was Regan Penn from Hawke's Bay in the 5 car. Took the wild ride.
He sure did. But look at Rees run away with it. That's about 5 car lengths right there. But that's Brandon from Palmy just sitting down on the infield there. We've got one of the...
Rees in front. A challenge now for second place from McLaughlin in the 55 car. Trying to take the 992 of Taylor Lamp high up in the banking.
2 laps down, they have not disappointed. He's going to, Rees is going to come around to Josh Steiner, 18R, bit of lap traffic there. But
yeah, Jaden Steiner's going to go a lap down
and
shortly.
Look at Cameron Swift. He started in 8th. He's made his way. Oh, look, he's going up the inside of Taylor Lamp. What a start.
Well, they're already running that mid-track line, diving down off the banking here on the main straight. The 22 G-car's gone infield, unfortunately.
They were almost 3 wide into turn 1, Mike, from Swift, Lamb and McLaughlin.
Wow.
Oh, look at that, McLaughlin in the wall.
Great wheel stand. And they're all doing it down that back straight off turn 2.
We saw those issues last night. McLaughlin must have issues. He's in the wall because I'd say he's got a right
Look at
rear
Ethan
issue.
Rees. Ethan Rees is driving a very conservative style. He's not even hardly sliding that race car. Lamp in second place in the 992.
He's
55 McLaughlin, then the 41 Swift. Kaiser in the 186.
He's got the foot down, has Ethan Rees. Look at he's driving very conservative. He looks cool, calm and collected. Josh Steiner might want to defend his Gisborne mate.
Jaden Steiner in that 18R car.
Taylor Lamb holding down second place from Wellington. Cameron Swift on the outside of McLaughlin, side by side down into turn 1.
We've got a car around. Is that Prentice? I'm not sure from here.
That's Prentice, our 1NZ.
The New Zealand champions on the
grass.
grass.
Big hit down on the main straight. There's a Gisborne car involved.
61, 67.
67. Our 1NZ gets it going again. But here's our race leader, Ethan Rees, down the back straight.
Well, Rees absolutely untroubled out in front. Taylor Lambert second place in the 992.
And he's
Swift now up to third place in the 41.
Lamb's managed to get past that lap traffic, which is crucial.
We're going to go red. We'll go red.
I think maybe because of the 67 car on the front straight.
Wow, that was an interesting first few laps there, Billy. 127 Ethan Rees, hardly sliding. That car's hooking up and fast. He's still doing 18-second lap times.
I was just about to say, what a start. Yeah, he's sitting down here in the middle of turns 1 and 2. Like you said, hardly any slide. That car was hooking up. And his fastest lap so far is 17.6, so that's impressive from the hometown hero.
We need to see further than 16th on our race screen, unfortunately. We might have to get someone to come in and try and enlarge that up for us, but at the moment, the running order, 127 Ethan Rees, 992 Taylor Lamp in second, 41B Cameron Swift, then it's the 55W of Todd McLaughlin, 186 of Kaiser's in 5th place, 46 of Levine in 6th, 72 Rumney in 7th, and Kyle Lane in the 91W, currently the top 8. The other former champion, Robertson, he's down in 12th, the 89W. And as far as we know, Prentice not featuring in the top 16 on that grid at the moment.
Wow, what a start. Still red, the 67G car has been pulled away. Rees, Lamp and Cameron Swift, your top 3.
Still got just on 7 to go.
7 to go. We are racing once again. Rees leads them away from Lamp and Swifty. McLaughlin wants to challenge for 3rd place, Mike.
Well, Lamp is faster in 2nd spot than Ethan Rees, so Rees has got to be kind of careful. I know he's trying to drive a conservative line and stay away from any of the back markers, but look who that back marker is right in front of him. It's the defending champion.
It's our 1NZ, that's right. Taylor Lamp is closing the gap on Ethan Rees. But it'll be interesting to see what Josh Prentice does here with our race leader, Ethan Rees.
Again, you can see Rees playing a very cautious game. Well, he still did a 17.5, and Taylor Lamb 17.7 in 2nd place.
2 tenths in it. There is a second between 1st and 2nd, and I think Ethan Rees may have just glanced the wall down there.
Josh Prentice is struggling out there. He just caught a bit of a rut and that threw the car sideways. You can see Ethan Rees has closed up significantly on him. The 5-car of Regan Penn, he's in the wars in heat number 1, currently on the grass.
11 down, there will be 3 to go as they cross the line, race fans. We can see Ethan Rees closing the gap on Josh Prentice there.
Rees is kicking on for home. The laps are ticking by in heat number 1, MTF Finance Gisborne New Zealand title. Still 992 Lamp in 2nd, 46 Levine, 55 McLaughlin top 4.
Look at that, they're 3 wide here, almost 3 wide there, our race leader wants to get through. Josh Prentice is not going to make that easy, he's pushing. Juggalite to the outside, is he going to get through?
This is where Rees has to be cautious.
That's right.
Down the inside of the back markers, moves them over. White flag will come out. 1 lap to go for Ethan Rees.
Prentice giving Rees a touch up there.
Yeah, Prentice wants him. Dives back to the inside off turn 2. Ethan Rees will be a little bit worried now down into 3.
But he manages, it looks like he's managed to get past there. Don't count out Taylor Lamb.
They run to the checkered flag. Heat 1, run and 1. 127. Ethan Rees taking the spoils of victory with a very, very tactical race, in my opinion, there.
Wow.
Let it quieten down a little bit. We'll give you those unofficial top 15 as soon as we have those full 30 heat points, the 30 points that you need. We will hand those over to you. 127, Ethan Rees takes the win. 992, Lamp in second place. 72R Rumney for third. 41B Swift fourth. 55W McLaughlin fifth. 186 Kaiser in sixth. 46W Levine in seventh. 84S Barker for eighth. 72S Phillips for ninth. 91W Lane will finish 10th. 68R Spanek 11th. 33S Walker 12th. 7W Amos for 13th place. 26S Vickery for 14th. 95A Lonergan for 15th place. And the 192 car of Fraser finishing in 16th. Well, that was an exciting heat number 1 for that MTF Finance Gisborne New Zealand Stockcar Title. Deservedly taking the checkered flag, race fans. And most importantly, there is a G after that number. Entertaining the locals here, Ethan Rees with a very, very smart race.
We're down here with Ethan Rees. He's just one heat, one for the MTF stock cars, mate. Well done, that must feel good at Gisborne.
Yeah, mate, it was good. The car was on fire. Track was good, and it's good to do it in front of the home crowd. Yep, stoked.
Awesome. It looks like you had it dialed in. There was hardly any oversteer, mate. You were just going for it.
You know, the car set up mint from Brett Lloyd and the old man. They set up good, and happy for that. So yeah, stoked.
Awesome. Congratulations. Best of luck for the rest of the night.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
We're down here with Todd McLaughlin, the 55W, mate. That was a decent race for you. You just said to me you don't know where you finished, but a good battle with Taylor Lamb.
Yeah, there was a few good battles out there, and we're pretty happy with the car. Make a few small changes, and we'll be back out for another one.
Good stuff. So you sound pretty confident. Once you find out where you finished, you might maybe feel a little bit more confident.
Oh, we're not too worried just yet. We'll worry about that after the next race, and then we'll go from there and see how we get on.
Good stuff. And how was the racing out there in general?
Hard and fast.
And that's how we like it. Best of luck for the rest of the night.
Yeah, cheers, thanks.
Down here with Cameron Swift, mate, that was a hard battle.
Yeah, it was really hard that. Probably one of the fastest races I've ever had. Yeah.
Good start to the night for you though?
Yeah, it was a good start. Yeah, just had a mid-corner push and that sort of made me lose third place in that one, but yeah, we'll try and fix that.
Awesome. Well, best of luck for the night, Cameron Swift.
Thank you.
Taylor Lamb, that was an interesting first heat for you, second place though?
Yeah, it was pretty good actually. It's what we wanted, a front finish for the first race. So hopefully we can have a good rest of the night. Yeah.
Valuable points for the rest of the night?
Yeah, definitely. It's what we need if we want to get one of those 3 digits on the car.
Down here in pit lane, we can see Heat 2 for the MTF Finance New Zealand Stock Car Champs getting underway very shortly. Brandon Jurgelite will be starting off of the pole. It's going to be a heated one. We saw Ethan Rees, the 127G, take the win in the first heat. That was a fantastic race. Expect nothing less this time round. We'll go upstairs to Mike Wilson.
Prentice off grid 5 this time. Could have a stormy. Might have perhaps got some pre-race nerves out of the way. We don't know really, and they won't tell us exactly what's going on in their minds either.
That's right. You know, you'll never hear from a driver what's going on exactly inside their head. You know, the mind of a race driver, especially when they're on track, is all over the place. And hey, you'll never extract that from them. But we can see Josh Prentice, yes, grid 5, as you just mentioned. Tyler Walker sitting on grid number 3 there by the looks of it. He had a strong showing last night and started off grid 8 from what I recall in the first race. So
well, he's got 19 big points.
And that's 19 points that are very valuable all the way from Stratford. So expect things from him as well. But this is stock car racing. Anything could happen.
Next to the 33S is the 72 from Stratford, his clubmate. Bevan Phillips had 22 big points out of him.
Well, there you go.
And here he is in grid 4.
And expect those Stratford boys to work together to push those two guys off the front. Of course, Jurgelite, the only Palmerston North car in the field.
Still trying to get over that. I'm still trying to get my head around that.
Yeah, very fortunate to get through in that repechage. So expect these Stratford guys to push them out of the way for sure.
Pit gate has been locked. Top section is loaded. Looks like, well, at the moment we've got a gap on grid
7.
Grid 7.
We've got a gap on grid 2.
That's the 990. Grid 7 was the 98G car of Tommy Morley, who failed to score in the first race. Is that the one with all the side rail damage?
I think so. But Jurgelite is all by himself up the front there. The pace you pulls away. Green flag in the starter's hand. We're away.
Gone. Great start on the outside. Look at that move for the 72 car.
Stratford's up there. Jurgelite falls into the clutches of Walker as they get started.
Phillips leads down the back straight. Grid 4 to the race lead.
Phillips leads. We've got a car to the outside of Jurgelite. Didn't quite see who that was, but there's a lot of biff and barge in the mid-pack there.
Plenty of that going on that opening lap, but what a start again for the Easy Steel 72S car. Oh, contact.
Around. Jurgelite gives him a serve.
Well, we got a car up the fence. The sparks will fly on the back straight.
Stratford 1-2.
Well, another car, almost a right turn. Oh,
that's our 1NZ around.
That yellow. Oh, gone. Is that Prentice? Was that the 1NZ? I think it may well have been.
I think our 1NZ's just parked on the infield there.
Has he?
I think so.
He was involved in it. There was another tank down in there.
Todd McLaughlin, 55W, went up and over.
That was a hard hit too.
And it's done big roll cage damage.
Well, McLaughlin, oh yeah, look, well, it could just be the panel work on the top of that roof. Hard to say.
Could be, yep.
Does look a bit out of shape there though.
But Josh Prentice, our 1NZ, parked on the infield, spun just before all that carnage happened.
Well, McLaughlin, 26 points from heat 1, couldn't score nothing here in the second round. And he was pretty happy with that first heat race too when you interviewed him. That's
right, he was pretty happy. Sorry to cut in on you there, but no, he's...
Okay, we're going to just go to a replay and have a look up here in the comm box. Some great footage being captured by the pits media.
So
see here, 3 wide as they come off the turn.
Todd's up there, he climbs the wall. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, climbed high as well.
And
here's another angle that we're just about to see as well.
That was a hit. I think that was a 62R maybe. Another
from
angle
the back.
here.
Just got a big squeeze up front. That's where Prentice went round, but look at that, nailed.
22R, 22H, one of the two. Oh, big hit.
Yeah, suffered a hit while it was on its side too. That was lucky because that could have been an exposed cage situation.
Very much so, and it's almost like what we saw with Jensen down here last night. He was on his roof and a car come along and give him a hit. So it was the 22H.
Plenty of people around that car just checking out to make sure that the 55 car driver is okay. See how Todd is. Not too far away from our restart. Remember, the red light will go out. There'll be a pause. No one's supposed to move. And then the green light goes back on. And we've still got 13 big laps to go. And it is the 72S of Phillips leading the 33S of Walker. Here we go.
We're away once again. So it is Bevan Phillips that leads the way in the 72S from Stratford. His clubmate in second is Tyler Walker.
Well, Josh Prentice is still out on the racetrack, but a long way down, not going too fast at the moment.
That he's not. He's making his way down the back straight, but here's our leader entering the back straight. Currently his clubmate not too far behind. It's Stratford 1, 2, 3 right now. 882P Jurgelite in 4th place.
Prentice may go into lock mode. Keep an eye out. He was just trying to take out Regan Penn in the 5 car just then. Perhaps he thinks Regan's one of the race leaders, but Regan's a lap down just like Josh is, as the race leaders are thundering down in behind them.
669W goes around down at turn 2.
Yeah, Brendan Ty doesn't want to roll back down the banking. You've got to be careful of that here.
That's right. It'll be
race leader.
Damage limitation for
Still
our...
the 72 of Phillips out in front from Stratford. His clubmate running shotgun in 2nd place in the 33 car.
He's going to throw it up the inside. They're almost side by side. They're a big move from Walker.
Walker needs as many points as he can get.
Here he goes. They're side by side through turns 1 and 2.
Two contrasting styles there. 3rd place in the 84. It's a Stratford 1, 2, 3. Barker in the 84 car has come up into that 3rd place. Then the 882 car of Brandon Jurgelite.
Car stopped on the exit of turn 4. This is going to wreak havoc.
Oh, that could turn nasty right in the middle of the track.
But there's a change for the lead. Walker's got in front of his clubmate.
Well, Walker is coming on strong. Phillips back to 2nd place in the 72 from Stratford. We go red.
Red light for our stopped car on the exit of turn 4.
Yeah, I'm just trying to pick out who that is. Your binoculars might be better than mine.
I think it might be the 22G. Yes, 22G, I believe.
Here we go, getting ready to throw the green.
We're away once again, ladies and gentlemen. 8 to go.
Yep, 8 to go.
So Walker, the 33S, is still your leader. Bevan Phillips, Brandon Jurgelite, as they make their way down the back straight in 3rd place.
Keep an eye on the 1NZ car. Josh Prentice kind of knows that the title's slipping away from him, and I reckon he will go into full attack mode.
Oh, he will. That 1NZ will be doing everything he can to defend his honour. We questioned whether he'd walk out of here with the 1NZ, but it's on for 2nd place. Bevan Phillips 2nd, Brandon Jurgelite 3rd, Tyler Walker still leading the way with a 17.9 as his fastest lap.
Laps are ticking by now in heat number 2. Still a Stratford 1-2. Fraser's looking fast now in the 192 car, moving up into that 3rd position.
Josh Prentice, the 1NZ's wanting to catch up to the race leader. Oh, we've got a car around. Was that Phillips?
Yeah, trying to see as they pop back out of turn 4. No, there's a 72 car. That's Rumney in the 72.
Phillips and Rumney are at it.
Still 33, Tyler Walker out in front.
So Walker commanding this race by Josh Prentice, trying to catch him. Of course, Josh is a lap down, but it'll be damage limitation mode for him.
Just picking up our race leader as he comes through.
So 2 to go as Tyler Walker crossed the line. We spoke to him earlier on. He was pretty chilled out. He was happy. He had an interesting run in the first heat, but he's still leading the way. It'll be white flag for him this time round.
Rees battling for every point he can get. There's a couple more cars right in front of him. He'll be desperate to try and make up at least 1-2 more points as he gets taken wide at turn 4. Rees slaps the wall.
Rees gets the wall, but white flag out. It is going to be
still a 33 car from Stratford out in front.
33S, checkered flag for Tyler Walker, a great points haul. It's Tyler Walker from the 84S of Barker, the 72S of Bevan Phillips. It's a Stratford lookout for 1, 2, 3. Josh Fraser, the 192R in 4th place. Brandon Jurgelite makes it home in 5th in the 882P. Taylor Lamb in the 992W, 6th place. Rumney, 72R in 7th. Keegan Levine in 8th. 9th is Blair Lockett. And rounding out your top 10, the 41B, is Cameron Swift. Swifty coming home in the top 10. Good points fall for him.
Well, just having a quick look at our point spread there, just trying to work out where they finished up. We'll give you top 6 positions and points very shortly. 33S Walker, as Billy said, taking that win for Stratford. It was a Stratford trifecta. 84S Barker 2nd, 72S Phillips for 3rd, The 192 Fraser in 4th, 882 Jurgelite 5th, 992 Lamp taking 6th place from the 72R of Rumney, 46W of Levine. Well, he finished up in 8th place. 9th was the 89 from Wanganui of Lockett. 10th place, 41B Swift. Crucially, 11th place, the 127 of Ethan Rees. Made up 6 positions there towards the end of that race. Came off grid number 17, so probably didn't move as far forward as he would like, but he still took 20 points away. Behind Rees, the 89W, Dale Robertson. 13th place, 66A of Hart. 14th, the 7W of Amos. 15th was the 186 of Kaiser. And top 16 for the 15 from Wanganui of Sturzaker.
Down here with Todd McLaughlin, mate. Sizable hit down at turn 4. Just first thing, are you okay?
Yep, yeah, I'm absolutely fine. Bit of a sore shoulder, but could have been a lot worse.
That's right. Well, we saw the car. We saw the footage of the car. Unfortunately, we can't have a look at it right now. But as long as you're okay, just talk us through from your point of view what happened.
Well, come up the inside. Come up the outside and got the big squeeze, and over she goes. And even from there on, it was all hold on.
It's unfortunate to see. We don't like to see anything like that happen. It's glad that you're okay.
Yeah. I'd just like to say to my family and everyone that's watching that, we're all right. We'll carry on.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Todd McLaughlin. Glad you're okay.
Yeah, cheers.
Down here with hometown hero Ethan Rees, 127G, fighting your way through the pack in that second heat.
Yeah, I was struggling a bit, to be fair. The car wasn't really suited for me. Make some few changes now and hopefully come in the final heat firing up.
Awesome. Where are you starting on that final heat?
Grid 28, so we're off the back, so hopefully there's a couple of cars missing, and hopefully we can claw our way up there and just sneak under the radar, I guess.
Yeah, got your work cut out for you.
Yeah, big time, and obviously the incident there, we wish Todd all the best, and hopefully his car's ready for next time's racing, and yeah, thank you.
Awesome. Cheers, Ethan.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Right, thank you, Billy. Grid 7, 192R. Grid 8, the 22 from Gisborne. Grid 9, the 5B. Grid 10, 68R. Grid 11, 15B. And I do apologise for saying all these results so fast. It's just that we were massively squeezed for time. Everybody behind the scenes doing such a great job to help us out. Grid 12, 186R. Grid 13, 66A. Grid 14, 72R. Grid 15, 99G. Grid 16 is the 41B car. Grid 17, 98G. Grid 18 is the 67G. Grid 19, 84S. Grid 20 is 7W. Grid 21, the 1NZ. Grid 22, the 18R. The last race as well that this 1NZ car will be carrying that plate. 23, Grid 72S. Grid 24, 55W. Grid 25, the 33S. Grid number 26 is the 89W. Grid 27, 95A. Grid 28, that's got to be a big one for the 127G. Grid 29, 882 from Palmerston North. Grid 30, the 992 from Wellington. Billy, the current points leader, Grid 30. He's got to come from right off the back, and Ethan Rees just one spot in front of him there, in front of him on that outside row on Grid 28. Only 12 points separate our top 10. This is tight. There is some drivers that are further back in those points that are a long way further up this grid. The MTF Finance Gisborne, heat number 3, New Zealand Stockcar Championship.
Nervous. How's it going to go?
Well, yeah, it's going to go any which way. We have no idea how this is going to pan out. We're not nervous up here in the box, but we know that some of these drivers will be. You've been in the pits.
Yes, I have, yep.
How's that working out? Because we had that long issue as well of waiting for that amended result.
That's right, yeah, of course there was a lot going up here in the commentary box. There's a lot going on down in the pits. I had a chat to Taylor Lamp. He said, yeah, starting last, first in the points, he's got his work cut out for him. Had a chat to Brandon Jurgelite, Brendan Ty, they're all going to help. They're all going to help Taylor out. So it's interesting to see how this one's going to work. Of course, with the clubmanship, teamwork, and all that sort of thing. It's all going to come into it, Mike. It's going to be a cracker of a race.
Last race here for the 1NZ of Josh Prentice.
That's right. And I spoke to him as well just off camera, and he said he's written off his chances, but anything can happen.
Peter Rees is his record of being a multiple champion, the only one.
He's going to hold on to it.
Still intact.
Still intact for another couple of years for sure. Hopefully anyway. So one last hit out.
MTF Finance Gisborne Pace Chute, looking resplendent in those colours. Once again, a big thank you for their sponsorship here this weekend, and all our other associate sponsors.
Midas Speedway New Zealand as well, all the team in the background, all the officials, volunteers.
Here we go, the Pace Chute makes its way to the grass. 15 laps to decide a champion. And they throw the green. Great start from the outside row. Keep an eye on the back. Look at Rees. Rees has already passed about 8 cars.
He's absolutely going for it. He's had some help as well.
Sandwich, he got squeezed out there.
One of our leading Stratford cars off to the infield there, but what a start.
I think Rees passed 10 cars on that first corner, and he's still moving forward, the 127G.
He said to me he had a lot of gaps around him and he was going to use it, and that he has exactly done. Look at the car. Look how hooked up it is. It looks fantastic.
Levine out in front, the 46W from the 91W of Kyle Lane, 89 Blair Lockett from Wanganui's in third.
Cameron Swift gets a touch from the 66A. He goes around.
Well, where is the 992 car?
Where's our points leader?
12th place, Tyler Lamb, 12th.
He's got a lot of work to do. But Ethan Rees, what a start.
Taylor Lamb has got a lot of work. He's 5 places behind Ethan Rees at the moment. Rees is already up to 7th. Incredible, 28th on the grid to 7th place for Ethan Rees.
What a start. He's following in the footsteps of his father. Can he do it at the home track?
46W Keegan Levine, currently on 76 points. He's the race leader. He cannot improve on that.
Cars all over the place.
Rees
down
has
on the
got
back straight
73.
There.
Oh, 76 points is the marker. Levine can't move further forward. Rees still in 7th place.
So Levine leading the way. Fastest lap in 18.6. But we throw all those stats out the window. He's got a commanding lead over the 89, Brendan Ty.
Rees up to 6th place now, the 127, just 2 points out of the lead.
He has got the hammer down, ladies and gentlemen.
Barker's up there in the points, the 84S, he's on 74, matching Rees at the moment. 1 point further back, the 992 Taylor Lamb.
Barker's up there as well.
Still Levine out in front, the 46 from Wellington. Zitzfield thunders past our commentary position. Josh Prentice just trolling around down on the inside. Is he going to be looking for somebody?
Trouble-free race so far. I made mention of Keegan Levine earlier on in the weekend. He was one to watch, and look at him go, Mike Wilson.
8 laps to go. Ty in the 669 car from Wellington, running shotgun with Levine out in front.
He'll be helping his clubmate Josh Fraser, sitting pretty in 3rd place.
Rees is up to 5th place, 1 point out of the lead.
What a march from Ethan Rees.
28th to 5th.
One more position.
6.5 to go. Rees has got to move forward at least 2 places. We've got a car taken to the grass.
Here goes Ethan Rees. Moves up into 4th place.
Brilliant. We'll have a look. Ethan Rees level on points in the championship. Levine on 76 out in the lead. Rees in 4th place on 76.
He needs to get past Josh Fraser, the 192R. Josh Prentice, our 1NZ in the wall.
2 points further back is the 84S.
5 to go.
Barker up to 75. Well, Barker could steal us away from everybody. He's in 7th place, the 84S car. Wow, this is unfolding brilliantly. 4 to go.
Keegan Levine marching on. Brendan Ty will do everything he can.
Rees had to get out of the way of that 72 car. He did a big S. It was good. Awesome move there for Rees. His reactions are right on the money here in this 3rd heat race. Who's Josh Prentice looking for? Josh Prentice down here.
He might be looking for Rees.
as they come around with just on 2 to go. Currently, as it stands, it'd be a runoff in the title. Things will change in these last 2 laps, I'm sure of it. Where's the race leader?
Race leader
Here he
heading
comes
down
now.
out of turn 2.
Just, yep, coming off turn 2.
Ethan Rees up into 3rd place,
Rees
77
in the championship
points.
lead.
Championship
Ethan Rees
lead.
with 1 lap to go past the flag. Ethan Rees on 77 points. Well, it's tight. There's a runoff for 3rd if it stayed like this.
White flag for Ethan Rees.
Keep an eye on the 127G. He will create history if he can bring this home as the first ever Gisborne driver to win a New Zealand title, and the 3rd of the Rees family as they come around this final turn. Running to the line, Ethan Rees. We'll watch the rest of it unfold before we make the call. All the top drivers have come through. We'll just let it go quiet, Billy. We'll just let the anticipation build. I don't see that there'll be any issues. We know the 46W Keegan Levine won the race. We know that for sure. Just wait a second. Just let this die down. And I'll have a look down through our points. And we do have a clear-cut top 3. Here's your provisional, ladies and gentlemen. From 3rd place, 75 points for the 84 from Stratford, Hayden Barker. 2nd place in the title, the man that just won the heat race, 46W Keegan Levine. And ladies and gentlemen, a provisional New Zealand champion, 3rd Rees to do it, 127, Ethan Rees. 77 points. Billy, how about that? 2 points separating our top 3. No need for a runoff.
How quick was that race and how awesome was it? Ethan Rees, provisionally your new 1NZ and the top 3, 2 points in it.
4th place, Taylor Lamb, 992, 74 points. So the top 4 separated by just 3 points.
Wow.
Your race order, 46W Keegan Levine with the win, 669 Ty for 2nd, 127 Ethan Rees from grid 28. That race won him the title, no question. 192 Fraser for 4th, 89 Lockett for 5th, 33S Walker in 6th position, 84S Barker for 7th, 22H Hepworth in 8th. Give him a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, as he comes around. What a family. Provisional results, but I don't see there being a problem at all with that one.
Ethan Rees with the Skype flag getting cheered on from his fans down at turns 3 and 4. Skids it up. Ethan Rees, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, what a race. Fantastic. Ethan Rees, Kia on the side, 127G. His father will be absolutely wrapped. The hometown hero has done it.
Yeah, you know, Peter, if he couldn't win it, who else would he want to win it? No doubt about it.
No doubt about it. Ethan Rees, ladies and gentlemen, once again, hands together for your new hometown hero, Ethan Rees. But I'll take this time to say a huge thank you to MTF Finance Gisborne for sponsoring the 2018 New Zealand Stockcar Championship here at Zealand Group Speedway, the home of Gisborne Speedway. A huge thank you to everyone involved from Midas Speedway New Zealand, and of course our other sponsors, Aon Insurance Brokers, Gisborne Tatapuri Sports, Fishing Club, Engine Rebuilders Automotive Service Centre, Pit Stop Gisborne, and Graham Hughes of Sports Web Photography.
All right, as you can see, this time we've got the 84S car here of Hayden Barker. Mate, you've just scored a podium at a New Zealand Stockcar Championship.
Yeah, apparently that's what happened. We'll see, yeah.
Got a vocal crowd behind you, got a lot of good supporters here. What a great last race that was.
Yeah, it was hard work, that one. A few people having shots and, a few vocal people. I guess there's a few people that have worked hard to get me here, keep me over here this weekend. And without them, we probably might have flagged it last week. So to get something for everyone, the wife, the kids, Dad, the whole lot, all the sponsors, it's been a long time in the working, in the making. Yeah, I know.
Such a tight championship. The point spread was so tight, only a point between everybody on the podium. Even fourth place was only another point further back. Tough last race. You said a lot of people taking shots, but it wouldn't be a stock car championship without that, would it?
No, going out there second on points, going in the last heat of anything's always fun. You always get targeted, so I've done my fair share of that in the last couple of years. So was always going to come back somewhere along the line.
How good does it feel to be able to wake up tomorrow and put a 3 on the side of this race car?
Who said we're sleeping tonight?
Okay, I'll take that back. No sleeping for the Barker boys, eh? It's going to be good to put those new stickers on there, won't it?
Yeah, it will be. Yeah, it's probably a dream come true.
All right, we'll live that dream, mate, and I want to shake your hand for that. That was one heck of a championship. Well done.
Thank you.
All right, I'm down here now with the 46W, Keegan Levine. Mate, you just scored a runner-up position in a New Zealand title.
Oh, mate, it's unreal. Speechless. I just can't thank my club mates enough. I just had a dream run. Literally didn't touch one car in that last seat. Everything just went to plan. Oh, unreal, mate.
You had a club mate running shotgun for you as well.
I had a couple. I had Dale. I had Josh Prentice. I had everyone. I had all the boys doing everything perfectly. So, yeah, I was just stoked, over the moon.
You did what you had to do by winning that race and just seeing what unfolded. Ethan Rees, mate, he come from grid 28, and it wasn't until the last 2 or 3 laps that he managed to overhaul you by 1 point for that title.
Oh yeah, Ethan totally deserves it. We were all working out there together. Ethan was, part of the plan. So, hey, look, everything went to plan, and me and Ethan 2NZ, and congrats to Barker on 3 if the rumour's true. And yeah, over the moon. I'm stoked. Have no words, mate.
146 cars turned up here this weekend. You've just gone and beat 144 of them.
When I saw the entry list, I thought I had no chance, to be fair. So, it's the luck of the draw, and as I keep saying, I'm just speechless, mate. It's great.
Well, I'll shake your hand, Keegan. Congratulations, mate. I'll let it sink in. I'll talk to you later on the podium.
Yeah, cheers, mate.
Ethan Rees, don't run away, mate. I've got to shake your hand. That was a stunning race. Grid 28 up to 3rd place. That's the race that won you a New Zealand title here tonight.
I just can't believe it, to be fair.
Well, believe it. It's going to sink in. You're not only a New Zealand champion, you're the 3rd member of your family to do it.
Oh, it's part of my dream. This whole year was to come here and back up what Dad and Ash have done. I'm stoked. Thank you.
I'm sure you can hear the emotion in your voice, and we know that this will sink in for you a little bit later on. We're going to do a presentation quickly out on the track with you as well. Just to fill me in as well, what's the reason for needing to put so much water on the car when the racing's done?
Oh no, it's just a bit hot. It's just a hard race, and it's exhaust as well. Sorry about the swearing, but it's stuffed the exhaust a bit hot, so need a bit of water to cool it down.
That was a tense race. Just tell me what's going through your mind when you had to make your way through so many cars.
Oh, just a bit of trust, really. I passed a couple of cars that I wasn't unsure of, but they left me alone, and I appreciate that. Whole lot of trust, and hopefully the car holds up, and hopefully I can hold it up. So yeah, whole lot of things, really.
The title was so close. You only won it by 1 point. 3rd place was only a point behind 2nd. 4th place was 1 point behind 3rd. That's how close it was.
We've got 2NZ.
We'll have a look here and have a look at 2NZ. That was the 46W, Keegan Levine, who won that heat race. He set the benchmark at 76 points. We kept watching you. You had to keep climbing up, and eventually you got to that 3rd place, which gave you that 1 point advantage. And then 3rd place in the championship, when we have a look at that went to the 84S of Hayden Barker. He was on 75.
Sweet. Oh, that's good. Well done to those two. It's real good. And thanks to Dad and Lloydie. Appreciate it big time.
Did it help out having Peter in the camp today, not able to focus on his own racing?
Oh, absolutely. He's a master at what he does, and he helped me out big time with tyre sizes because I was struggling all night, and he comes to the party and helped out big time, and I appreciate that.
Do you know, you have created history going as far back as 1965 when stock car racing became a national class. Yes, it split off in the early 2000s and became stock cars and super stocks, but no Gisborne driver had ever featured on a podium in any New Zealand championship, and you're the first.
That's very special, and I'd like to thank Grant McGregor because he's welcomed us here big time, and I'm stoked. Like I said, I'm stoked.
All right, I'll let it all soak in, and I'll talk to you again out on the track for our presentations. Well done.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Well, Mike, what a fantastic weekend. What do you say? MTF, thank you very, very much. Neil and his crew have come on board, and yeah, I think we've got an awesome result. 1G, how better can you get than that on your own home track, eh? Absolutely awesome. But in saying that, I'd just like to congratulate all the other drivers and that have put on a fantastic show for us this weekend. Speedway New Zealand, and most of all my volunteers. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much.
Yes, I agree with those sentiments too, Grant, and thank you for everything that you've put into this championship and all the organisation that you do. Ladies and gentlemen, in third place in the MTF Finance Gisborne New Zealand Stockcar Championship for 2017-2018, the 84 car from Stratford, Hayden Barker. Step up onto the podium, buddy. This is the man that says he's not going to be sleeping here tonight. Second place, ladies and gentlemen, he won the third heat race and made everybody else work for it in behind. The number 46 of Keegan Levine. And a man that not only has become the third member of his family to lift this prestigious title, he has become the first man since 1965, when the sport was introduced at national level, to ever win a national title as a Gisborne contracted driver. Ladies and gentlemen, the 127, Ethan Rees.
Yeah, just like to thank everyone for the meeting. Gisborne Club and Sarah and my wife at home. She couldn't come over this weekend. She had to work, earn the money so we can race next week. My daughter here, she's been with me pretty much since I started stock cars. Yeah, I just don't really know what to say. So many people have helped. Rees Race Cars, two of them on the podium here. So yeah, CHS down in Christchurch and Ross at Top Tune, and anyone else who I forget. Thanks for your help.
Thank you very much, Hayden. We'll hear a few words now from our runner-up, Keegan.
Oh yeah, I'm not really a speech kind of guy, but mostly just like to thank Mum and Dad for everything they do for me. As bad as it sounds, Ethan, he injured himself at the start of the year, and if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here because I wouldn't be driving a half-decent car. So thanks to him, especially my missus, Lexi, for everything she does for me, and Ben and all the crew this weekend who have just put in a massive effort to get me out there, especially the Welly boys. That last race was just a dream come true, you know. Everything was just perfect. So yeah, can't thank everyone enough, and especially to Gizzy for putting on a great meeting.
Thanks for those words, Keegan. Now a few words from the man of the weekend, Ethan Rees.
Yeah, I'm still pretty speechless to be fair, but no, big thanks to Dad once again. Puts a whole lot of money into our cars and never ending, you know. He's always there by my side, and he's good. Thanks to the crew, JD, Kerry, everyone, Big Dog Ra, you know, you guys all help out for the weekend. Lloydie, Trevor, we appreciate that big time. The Gisborne Club, Speedway, thanks for welcoming us here a couple of years ago, and we haven't looked back since, so thank you, Grant. All the sponsors are out in here, but you know, Hartley Race Engines, great motor, great combo off the car, everything like that. 5-wheel specialist, Brent Body Prestige, Kia, big sponsor of ours. Very Crawford, can't appreciate you guys enough. And thanks to Joe too, just for being Joe, you know. You're always there supporting us, and we appreciate that big time. Thank you.
What a stunning two days of racing here. You can see the elation of the winners on the podium. Some surprised faces on there as well, Billy. But, mate, it's been so good. And this clown's made it a lot of fun as well.
It has. It's been absolutely fantastic. You know, like I said just before, great to see a fantastic podium up there. Ethan Rees, I can see his proud father, Peter Rees, alongside him. It's been a ripper of an event, and thank you so much for the Pits TV for putting on a fantastic show.
Bring on 2019. Good night.